everyone. I'm going to introduce you a few exercises on the reformer that you can done standing, because you might have already sat for the whole day and just want to get out of your bump. So, very easy to start with. You're going to start with a reformer, unless you've got a super high reformer and you tend to be on the shorter end, then you might need to consider not doing this exercise because you don't want to slide into your splits. Or just make sure you've got super grips, sneakers on, so that you can hold yourself in that position. You're going to hold onto the straps, come into an upright position, and you're going to pull the straps in towards your ribs and then release. It's basically a rolling. You can sit lower in a squat. You can do it with arms wide. You can do it with single arm, with a twist. Lots of variation. You can pull the strap up to the sky into a high V. That tends to be quite intense, so you might need a little bit lighter springs. Another way to do the arms and straps and standing would be standing on the side of a reformer. So any stand is fine. You can do it in a split stance, you can do it in a squat stance, and you can hold the straps and do exactly the same thing. So pulling the straps towards your chest. Adding like a squat if you fancy a arms and legs coordination. If you're doing single arm, we usually go for a lunge, and then when you pull it, you can lunge down and up, lunge down and up. Generally, when you're on one side, the bed tends to be heavier because you have got the whole bed in your one arm. So then there's less variation than the two arm, even though you can do more of different stance and work on your legs a bit more. Another one that we can do is actually just a twist and a side lunge here. I'm going to show you on the other side. So you're going to place your straps on the pulley side of your ribs, and then when you pull, you're going to squat down onto the other side, like a side lunge. I would say this is more of a full body exercise. It definitely involves legs as well, but you have to hold your torso really well so then the strap doesn't slide out of your torso. It stays right in front of your stomach, and you're going to go side to side like a rainbow. Yep, so those are the three major exercises that you can do while you're standing on the side of a reformer. Okay, back to that straddle, but this time we're going to come to the back of the reformer. And we can pull the carriage in with a straight arm and lift the chest. Surprisingly, this does open your chest quite well. And you feel that little stretch and extension from your upper mid back. And then you really want to work on your arms. You keep your body still this time and just pull the carriage in underneath you. So then the headrests go underneath your bottom, in between your two legs. A more dynamic way to play with the reformer is to actually throw and catch it. Exactly with the same movement pattern, you can do it in a throw and catch rhythm. So for example, with a straight arm, you can go and catch, and catch. Throw it underneath you and you catch. Throw it underneath you and catch. You can also do it with a bent arm version. Just make sure you've got enough strength to pull it in, so then there's enough time for you to catch it before it hits the stopper. So start with the light spring and build it up. There's more into the power zone of your fitness. Okay, on the other side. Just now we do straps. With straps you can't really throw in cash because straps are like spaghetti. But with the carriage you can. So same thing, hands on the shoulder block. We start with pushing it in and out first. Then when you're ready, you can go jump and catch, jump and catch, jump and catch. Another thing with the pushing that's easier to do than the pulling would be a single arm. So you can push and then land. Push and then land. The same thing with a jump, you push and you land. Make sure to keep your torso still. For this one, if your torso is also moving, then it's really hard to just isolate your arms and work properly and catch.